This chart right here should be extremely alarming to you. And you should do everything you can to understand what this actually means for the future of your family and your legacy. We are going to add about 2.4 trillion annually over the next decade, reaching a record 64 trillion by 2036, tripled from 2018. And what I've been trying to warn you about is the transition. A 36-year transition that ends on February 20th, 2026. No, this is not a flip of a switch, not a price prediction. Markets aren't going to go parabolic, but you're ending a 36-year cycle. Do you see around the 1970s, specifically 1976, as we head into 1988, where money just got completely decoupled from reality? That started a 36-year cycle where we went from real money to complete financialization, lack of production in America, exporting everything out, and we looked wealthy in America, but all we were doing was financing debt. But that doesn't help you, doesn't really increase production. It actually helped the wealthy get wealthier. As we monetized more debt, we bought stuff we can't afford to impress people we don't like. The rich became extremely wealthy, and the middle class started moving down to the working poor. Now, as we sit in 2026, as you see that parabolic move up, as the middle class is now going to get wiped out, leverage source technology move down to the working poor, as the wealthy is going to get extremely wealthy because they understand this mechanism. They understand that that income is debt. So what they do and we do is we take our income, which is debt, we transmute it to assets that beat inflation. Because you work your whole life, about 40 years, and at 2 to 3% inflation, they cut the buying power of your dollar in half. That's called silent taxation. You're paid in someone else's debt, store your money in a 401k. By the time you retire, you get taxed. That money you get taxed on has deflated almost in half by the time you retire. And at $1 million, if you get 8%, is $80,000 in retirement income. So now you have to downsize after working your whole life and slaving for a system just to survive. As the elites, the 1%, take their income, which is debt, and move it into assets that have fixed supply. And when those assets go up and you come in to get rich quick, they sell and they protect their wealth in defense. As the market comes collapsing down, they repeat the cycle. What you call a retirement, they call a trade. They teach you how to insure your life. I insure my wealth. And when I borrow, I buy assets. I buy cash flow. And when everybody's trying to get rich quick, I get out. And when everybody's running from the markets, I get in. This is your income right here. You're paid in debt. So if you don't learn how this system actually works, you don't stop trying to get rich quick and chasing price predictions and the next best thing, you are going to be a victim of this cycle. So learn cash flow. Learn to study assets that beat inflation. Learn how